combination of minting mistakes, unique mint mark errors, historical minting processes, and an array of error possibilities that have captured the attention of collectors, investors, and treasure hunters from across the globe. So stay tuned as we unpack every detail about this extraordinary coin and explain exactly why you should be double-checking your loose change, coin jars, and old collections, because yes, that single-cent piece could be hiding a small fortune. And it all begins with the humble 2001 penny minted in the United States during a time when the US Mint was operating at full throttle, pushing out billions of coins annually, yet somewhere amidst that mechanical precision, a handful of coins slipped through with peculiar flaws, and among those, the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin became a legend, a unicorn in the world of copper and zinc, gaining a cult following due to its unmistakable errors that went unnoticed for years. Until one day, a sharp-eyed collector spotted what appeared to be a strange doubling of the lettering on the coin, known in numismatic circles as a double die error, a type of misprint that happens during the hubbing process when the design is imprinted onto the die more than once and slightly out of alignment, creating a ghostly echo of the original design. And while double die errors have been recorded in many coin series, what makes the 2001 variant special is that it occurs across multiple points on the coin: the date, the Liberty inscription, the motto, "In God We Trust," and sometimes even on Lincoln's portrait itself, giving it a rare and visually dramatic appearance that is easily verifiable under magnification and prized by collectors who cherish the uniqueness and historical accidents such coins represent. And it doesn't stop there, because some of the 2001 Liberty pennies were also struck with misaligned dies, meaning that the front and back of the coin don't perfectly align, causing an off-center and extremely rare in its sharpness by a digital scale, and have led professional grading services like PCGS and NGC to certify these coins as authentic mint errors, dramatically boosting their resale value. And when these various errors, double die, off-center strike, missing mint mark, misaligned dies, and planchet anomalies, combine on a single coin, the result is nothing short of a jackpot. A numismatic anomaly so unique and so rare that it commands prices approaching $786,000 at private auctions and high-end sales, with provenance, visual appeal, and certified rarity playing massive roles in valuation, that makes this coin famous. It's the increasing frequency with which collectors are discovering variations and reporting them to coin grading services, who are now alert to the potential that the 2001 Liberty 1-cent series holds. And as the numismatic community buzzes with excitement, collectors are scouring their change for this undervalued coin, which, thanks to its errors and historical significance, now represents not only a piece of monetary history but a lucrative investment opportunity for those lucky enough to find one in the wild. And it's important to understand that the face value of 1 cent means almost nothing when placed next to a rare combination of mint errors and die variations that elevate the coin into a new realm of collectability, where each flaw becomes a fingerprint of authenticity and uniqueness, where each deviation from the norm is not a mistake but a marvel, where the US Mint's missteps become an accidental blessing for those who know what to look for. And if you're wondering how to find one yourself, start by checking your coin's date, looking for any signs of doubling on the text or Lincoln's image, examining the rim for off-centering, verifying the weight to detect planchet errors, and checking the mint mark to ensure it is present and properly stamped. And if anything seems odd or out of place, consider sending your coin for professional grading, because only through certification can you truly determine its market worth. And if you do possess one of the ultra-rare 2001 Liberty pennies with all or some of these error traits, you could be holding not just a piece of change but a six-figure fortune that represents the incredible unpredictability of coin production and the exciting possibility that treasure still exists in the everyday things we overlook. So as collectors and curious seekers continue to explore the infinite combinations of errors that make a coin valuable, the legend of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin grows ever more powerful, drawing interest from historians, collectors, and investors alike. And with some coins already fetching nearly $786,000 at verified auctions and private sales, and more reports surfacing daily about similar finds, this little copper-colored piece has become a symbol of unexpected wealth and numismatic mystery. So don't underestimate your pocket change, check those pennies, stay alert, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next lucky individual to discover a 2001 Liberty penny that transforms a simple cent into a life-changing sum, proving once again that in the world of rare coins, the tiniest details can lead to the biggest payoffs. And the next incredible discovery might just be waiting for you to pick it up and realize that what looked like thousands of dollars because of a historical error that turned metal into magic and ordinary into legendary. Your trusted destination for uncovering hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we have something incredibly special lined up for all coin collectors, numismatists, and curious viewers, because we're diving into the fascinating world of a small but extraordinarily valuable coin, the 1-cent 1999 D Liberty USA penny, a coin that has taken the collector's market by storm with a staggering market value of $324,000, far exceeding its humble face value of just 1 cent. Now you might be wondering, how can a coin that is seemingly ordinary, a simple copper-plated dime, be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer lies deep within the coin's unique production history, minting anomalies, the rarity of its error variations, and the rich legacy it represents. This isn't just a coin, it's a treasure trove of history, a product of minting quirks, a marvel of human error and perfection combined. Minted in Denver, as denoted by the D mint mark under the date, the 1999 D Lincoln penny seems just like millions of others in circulation at first glance. However, not all 1999 D pennies are created equal. While billions were produced that year, a very rare subset of these coins were struck with extraordinary errors, some due to misaligned dies, some due to off-center strikes, others because of doubling on the obverse or reverse side, and a few with incorrect planchets used in the minting process. It is these rare features, errors and mint anomalies, that transform an otherwise common coin into a six-figure collectible. One of the most talked about features making the 1999 D penny so valuable is its double die error, especially on Lincoln's profile and the word Liberty, where collectors have reported heavy doubling that is visible to the naked eye. This type of error results from a misalignment during the minting process when the die strikes the coin multiple times in slightly different positions. This doubling makes the coin a small number of such error coins ever make it out of the mint into public circulation. Another striking feature is the presence of repunched mint marks, RPM, where the D mint mark from Denver was punched more than once in slightly misaligned positions, resulting in a shadowy or ghost-like image of a double D. Such errors, though subtle, are highly prized among collectors due to their rarity and the degree of craftsmanship required to spot them accurately. Moreover, some 1999 D Lincoln pennies have been found struck on the wrong planchets, metal blanks meant for dimes or foreign coins, which leads to anomalies in weight, diameter, and edge appearance. These are often instantly recognizable to trained eyes and can command astronomical prices at auctions. Other valuable errors include off-center strikes, where a portion of the coin's design is missing due to the planchet, and broad-struck coins that lack the standard rim because they were minted without the collar that normally shapes the edge. Each of these types of errors contributes to the coin's desirability, particularly when they are severe or combined with other rarities, like a double die. On top of this, some 1999 D pennies feature die cracks, cuts, or retained die breaks, features that manifest as raised, jagged lines or blobs of extra metal on the coin's surface, giving it a one-of-a-kind appearance. These are signs of a worn or damaged die used in the minting process and are typically viewed as artistic quirks by collectors, increasing the sentimental and monetary value of the coin. Now, let's talk numbers. While most 1999 D pennies are only worth their face value, examples with strong, clearly visible errors in uncirculated or mint state conditions, graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can command massive premiums. One such coin with multiple error types, including a dramatic double die and a repunched mint mark, reportedly fetched a whopping $324,000 at auction, stunning the numismatic world and sparking renewed interest in error pennies. What makes this particular penny so unique isn't just its physical error, it's the perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, and impeccable condition. It's these exact factors, rarity, condition, demand, and the story behind the coin, that determine its ultimate value on the open market. Collectors are willing to pay large sums for a piece that tells a story, captures a mistake in history, and offers a glimpse into the technical side of minting. Imagine holding in your hand a tiny copper coin that escaped quality control, defied the odds, and ended up becoming one of the most talked about rarities in U.S. coinage history. And while not every 1999 penny will earn you a fortune, it's essential to look closely at the ones you have. You could be carrying a small fortune in your change jar or penny roll. The Lincoln Penny series itself has long fascinated collectors. Since 1909, when Victor David Brenner's iconic design first graced the obverse with Abraham Lincoln's profile, the coin has evolved through metal composition changes, subtle design tweaks, and, of course, countless fascinating mint errors. By 1999, the Lincoln cent was still being produced in enormous numbers, but the technology had also introduced new complexities, which increased the chance of minting anomalies. Combine this with the high volume of production and occasional lapses in quality control, and you have the perfect environment for rare, collectible error coins to slip through the cracks. Over time, collectors and experts have scoured these coins, identifying and cataloging different varieties, each with its own unique appeal and value proposition. But what truly elevates the 1999 penny in value is not just one error, but the possibility of multiple compounded anomalies, such as a double die on a coin that was also struck off-center on the wrong planchet with a visible repunched mint mark. The convergence of these unlikely events in one coin skyrockets its appeal and value. In recent years, with the rise of online marketplaces, auction houses, and dedicated numismatic forums, the ability to identify and trade these error coins has expanded dramatically. Coins that once went unnoticed now fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars due to increased awareness and access to grading services that verify authenticity and assess condition. Coin collectors today are encouraged to examine their pennies with magnification, weigh them with precision, and research known error types. It's a hobby that rewards attention to detail and patience, and for some lucky individuals, it's become a profitable venture. So next time you're sorting your spare change or unwrapping a fresh roll of pennies from the bank, take a moment to closely examine each one, especially those from 1999 with the D mint mark. Look for signs of doubling, off-centering, repunched marks, unusual color or texture, and listen closely to the weight if it sounds off when dropped. These could all be subtle clues that you're holding a coin worth far more than 1 cent, maybe even one worth $324,000 or more. The world of rare coins is full of surprises, and the 1999 Lincoln cent is a shining example of how something small, overlooked, and humble can become a prized possession and a ticket to unexpected fortune. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey into the story and value of the 9 penny. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more discoveries, rare coin stories, and tips on how to identify hidden gems in your collection. Where rare coins turn into real treasure and forgotten cents can be worth small fortunes. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1995 1 cent Liberty coin from the United States of America, a humble penny with an extraordinary story and an even more astonishing market value of $9,887,000, a staggering jump from its face value of just 1 cent. This 95 has become a subject of great interest and amazement in the numismatic community because of its unique features, rare errors, and die variations that have made it incredibly valuable to collectors and investors alike. It's not just a penny, it's a piece of American history, an example of how a small mistake during the minting process can turn into a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The 1995 Lincoln penny was part of the regular mint run, struck in copper-plated zinc, with a standard diameter of 19 mm and weighing approximately 2.5 grams. On the obverse, it features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, first used in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. But what sets this coin apart isn't just its design or metal content, it's the subtle, rare, and extremely sought-after errors and mint mark variations that occurred during production. These flaws, unnoticed at the time of minting, are what now make the 1995 penny one of the most desired coins among serious collectors. Imagine holding a coin that once casually passed through hands buying bubblegum or riding in the depths of a forgotten drawer, now commanding nearly $1 million in market value. Incredible phenomena of doubling, misalignment, and die wear. Among the most prominent and discussed errors found in the 1995 penny is the double die obverse. While this feature was more commonly associated with the Philadelphia minted version, 1995p, there are examples and reports of Denver minted specimens with subtle doubling visible in the inscriptions, Liberty, and, In God We Trust. These doubling effects occur when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly between strikes, creating a ghost-like image or shadowed lettering that is visually dramatic and highly collectible. But what amplifies the rarity of the 1995 D variety is the presence of additional anomalies that accompany the doubled die, such as misaligned dies, off-center strikes, die chips in Lincoln's eye or beard, and even repunched mint marks where the D appears layered or slightly mispositioned. These unusual characteristics elevate the coin's uniqueness, driving its value exponentially higher. In some cases, these errors are combined in a single coin, making that specimen even more coveted. To the untrained eye, these may seem like tiny imperfections, but to numismatists and serious investors, they represent one-in-a-million opportunities, because no two errors are exactly alike. It's this uniqueness, this unrepeatable glitch in an otherwise precise and industrial process, that transforms the 1995 D penny from pocket change to prized possession. The market value of rare coins is largely driven by demand, rarity, condition, and historical significance. And in the case of the 1995 D penny, all these factors align perfectly. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC as mint state 67 or higher with known errors have fetched prices close to or exceeding $9,887,000 in auction settings, especially when accompanied by a certain detailed provenance. It's also important to recognize that the interest in such coins has surged in recent years, thanks in part to viral videos, collector communities, and increased awareness about the hidden value of error coins. This surge in demand, coupled with the fact that very few of these rare error versions exist in high grades, has sent their market value skyrocketing. And let's not forget the human fascination with mistakes. There's something captivating about an object that was never meant to exist in its current form, something born of error that becomes iconic. The 1995 D penny with its mint mark error or repunched D is a prime example. Such coins reflect the historical and mechanical context of their time, the wear and tear of minting machinery, the pressures on the U.S. Mint to meet circulation demands, and the occasional slip-up that leads to these anomalies. These coins offer a glimpse into a moment that was supposed to be routine but instead turned extraordinary. And this isn't just a speculative bubble. Numismatic experts have confirmed the value and potential of these coins based on auction records, collector bids, and certified grading trends. The value is real, and for the lucky few who have discovered such coins in their jars, rolls, or inherited collections, the payoff can be life-changing. Collectors are advised to look closely at the date and mint mark area under magnification, checking for signs of doubling, unusual spacing, or layering in the D. Even the slightest hint of an abnormality can suggest that the coin might be something far more valuable than initially expected. The story of the 1995 D 1-cent Liberty USA coin is a thrilling reminder that treasure doesn't always come in gold or silver, it can be hiding in plain sight, right in your pocket, waiting to be discovered. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about the coins in your wallet, take a moment to look again. Because that little copper penny might just be worth $9,887,000, thanks to an unexpected error that changed everything. Coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters, where every coin in your pocket could be hiding a fortune. Today, get ready to uncover the jaw-dropping truth behind a simple-looking copper-colored coin that might just change your financial life forever, the 1-cent 1984 D Liberty USA coin. At first glance, this penny might seem like any other lost and forgotten cent in circulation, but what if I told you it could actually be worth as much as $43,000 because of unique characteristics, minting mistakes, and fascinating historical factors? That's right, this humble little coin holds secrets that only the sharpest collectors and most knowledgeable numismatists have discovered, and if you're lucky enough to have one in your collection, you're potentially sitting on a hidden goldmine. Let's start by diving into the incredible journey of this coin. The year 1984 was a busy time for the United States Mint, with billions of coins being produced, and among them were the familiar Lincoln cents bearing the D mint mark, indicating they were struck at the Denver Mint. These pennies continued the long-standing design first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the centennial of his birth. But while most 1984 D pennies rolled off the presses without issue. A few rare and valuable specimens escaped quality control due to remarkable errors that have since made them highly desirable among coin collectors. These errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks, are not just anomalies, they are historical accidents that turn everyday coins into prized possessions. And that's exactly what happened with certain examples of the 1984 D Lincoln cent, which have recently shocked collectors and markets by selling for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. So what makes the 1984 D penny so special? First, let's talk about double die errors, one of the most sought-after minting mistakes in the world of numismatics. This occurs when the coin manufactured and stamps a doubled image onto the coin's surface. For the 1984 D penny aligned when it was struck, leading to a coin that is partly missing design elements on one side while showing excessive blank space on the other. These coins are visually striking and immediately capture the attention of collectors, making them highly valuable especially when the date and mint mark remain fully visible. Furthermore, some rare 1984 D Lincoln cents were struck on the wrong planchets, the metal blanks intended for different denominations, like dimes or foreign coins. Imagine a penny made of a completely different metal or weighing differently than expected. Such anomalies are prized for their uniqueness, often. But what about the overall market value and current demand? Well, collectors and investors have pushed the prices for high-grade 1984 D Lincoln cents to astonishing levels, with certified examples by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC fetching thousands, and in the rarest cases with exceptional errors, even crossing the $43,000 mark. The condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its value. Coins graded MS65 or higher, meaning they are in near-perfect mint state, are especially rare and desirable. Even small imperfections can significantly reduce a coin's value, which is why untouched, uncirculated examples with error features are the crown jewels of any collection. Coin shows, auctions, and online markets like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections have seen a surge in listings and bidding wars over such 1984 D error cents, with collectors constantly on the lookout for undervalued examples hiding in plain sight. So now you might be wondering, could you have a $43,000 penny hiding in a coin jar, tucked away in a shoebox from years ago? It's absolutely possible. The key is double die, repunched mint mark, correct planchet compositions. Use a good magnifying glass, a coin scale, and reference trusted coin guides to identify these rare varieties. Better yet, if you think you found something special, send it to a professional grading service for authentication. You never know, your ordinary-looking penny could become a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. And here's where the history adds even more depth. The 1984 D Lincoln cent was part of the larger evolution of the penny from its original composition of mostly copper to the modern copper-plated zinc version that began in 1982. While the 1984 D is already made of the newer zinc composition, this transition era still saw a variety of planchet inconsistencies, making it more likely for minting errors to occur. It was a time of technical experimentation and adjustments at the U.S. Mint, and that means collectors should pay extra attention to coins from this period.